Hello, Dr. Hanem. My name is Luo Xiangfang. I am the leader of Group A12. Today, I will provide you with a detailed overview of our team's comprehensive analysis report on Pakistan maritime trade using Power BI tools. And then, our project is a result of teamwork. I was responsible for overseeing the entire workflow, creating charts and conducting problem analysis, as well as developing the main Power BI dashboard. My team member handled specific tasks such as visualization design, paper formatting, and presentation preparation. This page specifies each person's recording tasks. Then, this is what we will cover in this PowerPoint, including business topic, data source and research process, analysis process of 5 questions, problem summaries and suggestions, and reference. This page is business topic. First, regarding the business topic, as a key economy in South Asia, Pakistan relies heavily on maritime trade. Investigating the operational status of its maritime transport sector is therefore of significant importance. So, to ensure accuracy, we sourced our raw data from the Pakistan Maritime Trade dataset on Kangol. We adopted a structured analytical framework, starting with macro-level trade trends, moving to meso-level structures like partners and commodities, and finally diving into micro-level operational analysis. After discussion, we finalized these 5 questions: trade imbalance, partner distribution, commodity structure, port inflation, and last one, seasonality. This page is our overview regarding the first question. Is there an imbalance in Pakistan's import and export? Let's start with the macro picture. Between 2020 and 2026, Pakistan accumulated a cumulative trade deficit of $511 billion, indicating a heavy reliance on import over export. Then, this chart shows Pakistan's annual trade balance from 2020 to 2026, with red representing deficits and gray representing surpluses. The country's maritime trade balance has exhibited significant fluctuations, alternating between supplies and deficit period. These fluctuations highlight the dynamic interplay between global and domestic economic factors. The line chart clearly illustrates the trade balance. Initial observation showed the steady export growth, which then stabilized before import expansion accelerated sharply starting in 2024. Then, let's now go to the dashboard to view the visualization of the inshore. These two chart types display import and export volumes. The stock bar chart shows the annual trade balance, while the line chart illustrates long-term trades in import and export. Based on the above analysis, the conclusion for question 1 is that Pakistan maritime trade overall exhibits significant and persistent imbalance. To achieve balanced growth in the future, we recommend first, implementing bilateral trade regulatory measures and formulating policies to manage import and export. Second, cultural import of non-essential goods to prevent excessive expansion. And finally, establishing an early warning mechanism to monitor the percentage of the trade deficit and promote a more balanced trade position.
Assalamu alaikum, respected Dr. Hannah and dear colleagues. My name is Lali Ying. Today I will present Chapter 2, who is Pakistan's largest trading partner. From a strategic overview, Pakistan's maritime trade shows strong regional concentration. Over 60% of its trade value is concentrated in the Middle East and East Asia, and regional instability in the Middle East constantly impacts its shipping routes. Now, please look at our Power BI dashboard for data verification. On the right side module, the global trade map clearly shows that most trade nodes are gathered in the Middle East and East Asia, which confirms our strategic analysis. The downward trend of top 5 imports sources show that Saudi Arabia accounts for 24.39%, UAE 22.79%, China 21.05%. These three countries together occupy over 68% of Pakistan's total imports, indicating a highly concentrated import supply structure. Now let's reach back to the PPT for total trade data. Different from the import-only data, this bar chart shows the full bilateral trade volume of imports and exports. Saudi Arabia ranks first with $10.9 billion, followed by the UAE with $10.2 billion, and China with $9.5 billion. They are Pakistan's top 3 overall trading partners. Other trade partners range from $6.9 to $7.1 billion. This data proves that Pakistan's commodity supply is dominated by Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and China, bringing obvious concentration risk to its domestic supply chain. In conclusion, Pakistan's trade layout is overly concentrated on the Middle East and China, exposing its economy to geopolitical and regional economic risks. Therefore, we propose three suggestions. First, sign more balanced bilateral trade agreements. Second, diversify export markets and product portfolios to reduce external dependence. Third, develop high-value-added products to optimize the chain structure. This is the analysis of Chapter 2. Thank you for your listening.
Hi teacher, my name is Lai Chouyun. Today I will explain the structure of Pakistan's main trade commodities based on the that Pakistan's trade is highly concentrated in a few categories. Energy, petroleum account for 51.9%, absolutely dominating mainly through import. The second is manufactured goods account for 19.31%, agricultural commodities about 15.5%, industrial raw materials 3.23%, and other about 6%. Based on the date, comparable import and export important are dominated by high value manufactured goods and critical energy. Exports are concentrated in low value added textile and primary agricultural products. The leader to 3 core problems. First, the export strategy is a single and low value aid. Rely on textile and primary agricultural products means high price volatility and weak bargaining power. Second, having energy dependence, more than half of trade is in energy. When When international oil price fluctuate, the trade balance swing violently. Second, look over realizing there is no reserve bar for machines, making the economical liable to extra shock. We have proposed five recommendations. First, we can reduce reliance on energy import, develop renewable energies, sign long-term agreements, and decrease our dependence on oil imports. Second, we can assemble and export the agricultural supplies, support high value-add agriculture exports. Third, we can upgrade manufactured goods from a long value to high value add. Fourth, we can establish commodities reserve buff, a strategic petroleum reserve, agricultural price stabilization stock, and finally, we also can restructure the import-export portfolio, reduce the share of energy from 15% to below 13%, and cultivate chemical.
Good morning, dear professors and classmates. I will finish my presentation based on Pakistan Maritime Trade Dashboard from 2022-2026. Following four modules: existing problems, data analysis via dashboard, problem solutions, and operational suggestions. From miracle trade and port operation to dimensions, we conclude three prominent pain points. First, Pakistan keeps long-term persistent trade deficit. Total import is nearly equal to export, yet overall trade balance has negative $511.2 million with balance ratio 73.90%. The country relies heavily on imported cargo. Second, Karachi port faces through operational pressure. Average customs clearance stays at 10.48 days. Total demurrage cost reaches $91.50 million United States dollars. Port congestion causes massive extra logistics expense. Third, where seasonal fluctuation of shipping volume leads to unstable port throughput, mismatched capacity arrangement all year round. Now I will verify about issues with our Power BI dashboard, split into 5 research modules as marked on screen. Q1 trade balance, the line bar chart majorly shows consecutive red deficit bars in most years, proving long-run unfavorable trade structure. Q2 trading partners pie chart highlights UAE, Saudi Arabia, and China as top important sources. Important concentration increases trade dependency risk. Q3 commodity structure pie bar chart graph display energy machinery are dominant imported goods. Primary products dominate export. Low value added trade composition. Q4 port efficiency dashboard. Key metrics 34 key annual pending containers. Raising demurrage cost and fluctuating throughput curve directly above Karachi port overload status. Q5 shipping seasonally monthly freight cargo volume chart identify January-April as golden shipping window with low cost and short transit time. Other months face idle or overloaded port capacity. Targeting the above findings, I put forward targeted improvement advice. Trade structure upgrade encourage local manufacturing to boost high-value finished goods export, narrow persistent trade deficit, port capacity optimization, expand partial terminal berth over Karachi port, add temporary storage yard to cut customs clearance days and demurrage expense. Seasonal dynamic dispatching concentrate most important cargo. Arrangement in January-April golden window. For off-peak months, adjust staff and truck resource to avoid resource waste or congestion. In short, this data-driven dashboard helps us quantify Pakistan's trade and port bottlenecks and provide actionable management plans. That's all for my report. Thank you.
Hi teacher, my name is Li Jie. I was responsible for creating the PPT and Word document for our project group. This is my question dashboard. Today I want to show you how we can use seasonal data to unlock what we call the golden window for Pakistan maritime logistics. When is the best time to ship goods to get the highest efficiency and the lowest cost? We call this the golden window. There is a simple truth in global trade: timing is money. When we look at our data from 2020 to 26, we see a very fascinating cycle. A lot of business think the best time to ship is between January and May because that's when cargo volume peaks. Everyone is rushing to export textiles or buy goods for the holidays. But here is a trap because everyone is rushing at the same time. Energy costs spike by over 30% and the whole logistics network gets jammed. Now, look at the period from April to June. This is our true golden window. During this month, the crazy rush slows down. Customs clearance times drop to the lowest of the year, and port efficiency shoots up. It's a perfect, stress-free time to move high-value agricultural exports. The lesson here: don't just chase the highest volume, chase the highest efficiency. But choosing the right month is only half the battle. To really hit our 26 maritime goals, we have to talk about the question in the room: our structural bottlenecks. Right now, Pakistan's shipping faces three massive risks. The trade gap, our import and exports are completely out of balance. So how do we fix this? We cannot just sit back and be passive. We need to shift to an active regulation, security, efficiency model. Specifically, we need to implement three solutions. First, we need two-way regulation to keep our import and export flows balanced. Second, we must build a data-driven early warning system to spot economic and security risks before they hit our ports. And third, we must upgrade our port infrastructure so it directly supports high-value industrial products, not just low-value goods. To warm it up, I love this quote on our final slide. In the flow of trade, we find the puzzle of a nation's prosperity. If we learn to navigate these seasonal waves and fix our port bottlenecks, we won't just be surviving in the shipping. Thank you so much. This is our final conclusion. This is our reference. Thank you for your attention, teacher.